Welcome, future hero of the Imperium. This is Trooper Lorepaw's guide to... Hold on a sec, let me just finish up here. Much better. Anyway, I'm holed up in a field hospital after that last battle. Did you know that photon flash grenades can cause a painful eye condition called photokeratitis? Ask me how I figured that one out. The next holo vid I was planning to make was about Imperial Guard war gear, but if you'll allow me the sin of breaking character for a moment here, I've been in and out of the hospital for weeks for family stuff. I'm also currently recovering from being sick, so if my voice sounds a little weird, that's why. Speaking of breaking character, this video is going to do that a lot, since it's a Q&A. I asked on my YouTube channel for you beautiful people to give me some questions, and you delivered. Let's just skip the preamble and get into it then, shall we? I've borrowed the regimental picked unit, but you guys won't tattle on me, will you? Sir Sithalot asks, do you enjoy Warhammer Fantasy, or do you primarily stick to Warhammer 40k? Good question. 40k is definitely something I've interfaced with a lot more. My only real experience with Warhammer Fantasy is Vermintide 1 and 2, as well as watching the occasional Pancreas No Work video about it. I know very little about Age of Sigmar, but I plan on fixing that at some point. Laser Rick asks, opinions on Tau? And there's a little glass of milk emoji next to it. I wonder what he could have meant by this. Tau are something I need to research a bit more. I fell into the whole tower cringe thing when I first got into 40k, and I never really did any research on them as a faction. One of my favorite parts about making these vids is the fact that I get to learn a crap ton of stuff I'm foggy about. Bendy Mustard Weenie asks, favorite Warhammer game? I really love Rogue Trader. I put a shameful amount of hours into that game. It didn't grab me when I played it at launch, but I really gave it a genuine shot after the DLC release, and it's great. I also play a lot of Darktide, even though I have a lot of issues with that game. Scree asks, would you date an Eldar Harlequin? Are you asking me if I'd smooch on a hot clown chick? Do you know who I am, dude? I'm like the guy who would do something like that. Brolair asks, OnlyFans when? I think some of you are a little too thirsty for Catboys. Quantum Quake asks, have you ever watched the TTS Warhammer fan series? I've been asked this a few times, so I guess I gotta check it out now. If someone could link it in the comments and maybe give me a watch order if I need one, I know nothing about it. Eagle Mies asks, thoughts on the Imperial Infantryman's uplifting primer? I talk about it in the next vid, so look forward to that. XX/Lover69XX asks,
I love your channel. I'll be visiting soon.
Did you guys hear that too, or was that me just stroking out for a second? I'm just gonna move on. Iron Shark asks, preferred flavor of corpse starch? You guys have different flavors? Patreon break! I also ask my Voxcast tier patrons to ask me questions, with a guarantee they'd be featured. Their questions are as follows. Monday asks,
which your favorite? Tight as it pays.
I enjoy both. Gun to my head though, I'm picking potatoes. More versatile. Pro tip, if you're making french fries, put your sliced taters in a boiling vinegar/water mix before you fry them. Also, cut them with a serrated knife. A Pelix asks, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games but no more bacon? I love bacon, but if I can't commit war crimes in RimWorld anymore, I'd be a sad little cat boy. Smooth-Tide asks, Commissar gives you access to a special weapon. What you taking? If it just worked and didn't somehow vaporize me by accident, I'd probably take a Necron Gauss weapon. I could be trusted with that level of firepower. Those who didn't ask questions still get a shout out. Thank you to all the names mentioned above, as well as Lucy Leance, Verith, Thirsty Sailor, Meh, and Astra Lee. Patreon break over! King Jack asks, how do standard humans react to seeing you? Uncontrollable lust. It's actually super problematic. I just can't go anywhere nowadays. The Purple Sorcerer asks, what army do you play? I don't play. Sadly, I don't have a local game store since I live in the middle of freaking nowhere. I'd really like to try one day though. Shesh Kebab asks, how many felinids have you bagged? A true gentleman never kisses and tells. Uwu Cow asks, how did you survive your encounter with your many ex-girlfriends? I didn't. I straight up died. It was really painful. Ractor Snackter asks, paw job? I mean, I'm a feeling so every job I do is a paw job. What do you mean by this, Ractor Snackter? You want to explain to the whole class? Blasting Ryan asks,
Why do Yumis get so scared when they see us orcs coming? It's zogging fun for us. Why ain't it fun for them?
The answer is very simple. You see, we have these things called internal organs, and when they're punctured or ruptured, which orcs are wont to do, it kills the human. Hope this helps. Ethernet Cable asks, what would you do first as a rogue trader? That's easy. I'd hit on a Xenos babe since it's totally legal for someone with a warrant of trade to do so. Then she'd reject me and I'd cry for approximately 45 minutes. MCAT asks, how short are you? That's a very interesting question, and I'd really love to answer it, but I'm afraid we're out of time for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Support me on Patreon for early sneak peeks at videos, as well as lots of fun little perks here and there. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't do those things, I will actually cry. You will have made me cry. Can you really live with that on your conscience? I know that me and your mother didn't raise you to be so unempathetic. That's really uncool, dude.